Yeah. Is that true? I used to smoke 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes a day and drink whatever there was there to drink, and I had pneumonia 4 or 5 times. My lung collapsed. I almost died. So I said,
Willie Nelson, the iconic country music legend, has spent decades captivating hearts with his soulful lyrics and timeless tunes. Widely regarded as one of the most influential artists of all time, Nelson led the charge for artistic freedom, empowering fellow musicians to follow their own paths. But recently, something has shifted. Fans have begun to notice unexpected changes in the beloved star, raising questions about his well-being and future. What has happened to the Willie Nelson we all knew and admired? Is the legendary figure we've cherished for so long facing unseen battles? Join us as we dive deep into the life of Willie Nelson, uncovering the struggles he's quietly enduring and what it means for the artist and his devoted fans. Willie Nelson's Secret Battles, a journey through triumphs and tribulations. Willie Nelson, an undisputed icon in country music, has captivated generations of fans with his distinct voice, soulful lyrics, and innovative approach to songwriting. Known not only for his musical genius but for his resilience, Nelson's life story is one filled with triumphs, tragedies, and an unwavering commitment to both his craft and his beliefs. His legacy has transcended the boundaries of music, yet his recent health struggles have raised concerns among his fans, many of whom fear the legend they once knew might be fading away. Early beginnings. The seeds of a legend. Willie Hugh Nelson was born on April 29, 1933, in Abbott, Texas, to Merle and Ira Nelson. Raised during the Great Depression, Willie's early life was marked by financial hardship, yet his parents' passion for music left an indelible mark on him. His mother, a talented pianist, introduced him to music at a young age. It wasn't long before he picked up his first guitar and began playing tunes by the likes of Hank Williams and Bob Wills, forming the foundation of his distinctive musical style. After moving to Fort Worth in his late teens, Nelson began writing songs and performing at local venues. Despite his growing musical talents, early career struggles led him to try a variety of jobs, including a stint as a disc jockey and a long-haul truck driver. Yet, his songwriting skills were undeniable, and he found success in Nashville, where he moved in the 1960s. At first, his songs were recorded by other artists, like Patsy Cline's famous rendition of Crazy. These songwriting successes provided Nelson with the stability to move forward, but his true break as an artist came when he began performing his own material. The rise to stardom. By the 1970s, Willie Nelson's career had reached a pivotal point. He had cultivated his signature blend of country, folk, and jazz influences, which gave his music an authenticity and rawness that resonated with audiences across the country. Nelson's 1975 album, Red-Headed Stranger, became one of the most iconic in country music history. It was not only a commercial success, but also introduced Nelson as an innovator within the genre. His style, characterized by a relaxed, almost conversational delivery and a willingness to break traditional musical boundaries, allowed him to connect with a wide array of listeners. As his fame grew, so did his reputation as an outspoken figure in the entertainment industry. Nelson was never one to shy away from speaking his mind, and his public persona grew to include his advocacy for marijuana legalization, environmentalism, and support for family farmers. His music continued to evolve, embracing a wide range of styles and collaborating with musicians from other genres, such as jazz, blues, and even reggae, further expanding his audience. A health scare and canceled tour dates. In recent months, Willie Nelson's health has become a focal point of concern, particularly following the cancellation of several dates on his Outlaw Music Festival tour. This tour was meant to be another milestone in his long and storied career, featuring a roster of legendary performers such as Bob Dylan, Robert Plant, and Alison Krauss. However, at 91 years old, Nelson was forced to cancel his first 7 shows on doctor's orders. The news came as a shock to fans, who were left wondering what was happening to the man who had long been a symbol of endurance in the music industry. Nelson's team released a statement indicating that the musician was dealing with an undisclosed illness, with reports suggesting that his health was beginning to fail. The details of his condition remained private, leaving fans to speculate about the gravity of the situation. As a substitute for his absence, Nelson's son, Lucas Nelson, stepped in to perform his father's iconic songs, providing a comforting bridge between generations of fans and the Nelson family's musical legacy. This cancellation was a painful reminder that even the most enduring artists are not invincible. The toll of age, combined with years of touring, was visibly catching up to Willie Nelson. Fans couldn't help but reflect on his previous health issues, wondering if this was yet another sign that the country legend's time on stage might be winding down. Past health struggles, a lifetime of health. Scares. This recent setback, however, is not the first time Willie Nelson has faced a serious health crisis. His life has been marked by several near-death experiences, and over the years, he has battled a number of ailments that have forced him to confront the fragility of life. One particularly harrowing moment came in 1981, when Nelson was swimming in Hawaii and suddenly felt his lung collapse. The emergency was so severe that he was rushed to Maui Memorial Hospital, and concerts were quickly canceled as he underwent treatment. That event marked one of the most serious health scares of his life, and it set the tone for many other health-related incidents in the years to come. Nelson's longtime smoking habit, which once included smoking up to 3 packs of cigarettes a day, has been a contributing factor to his health issues. Over the years, Nelson battled the effects of smoking on his lungs, even going through periods of temporary cessation when his lungs became congested. Despite these challenges, he would often resume his smoking habit, only to face the consequences once again. Eventually, after multiple bouts with pneumonia, Nelson made the decision to quit cigarettes for good. However, he did not give up on smoking entirely. Instead, he switched to marijuana, a substance he has been publicly supportive of for many years, and he transitioned to using smoke-free methods such as vaping. While his decision to quit cigarettes was a significant turning point, it did not mark the end of his health struggles. In 2008, Nelson's health challenges took another turn when he experienced ongoing issues that eventually led to a diagnosis of emphysema, a chronic respiratory condition often caused by long-term smoking. Despite his ongoing battles with breathing difficulties, Nelson continued to perform, showing an unwavering determination to continue his career. However, it was clear that the toll of his lifestyle was starting to catch up with him. In 2004, Nelson underwent surgery for carpal tunnel syndrome, a condition that affected his wrists after years of playing guitar. The surgery forced him to take time off from touring, though he continued to write songs during his recovery. Nelson had become known for his signature style of guitar playing, which had, over time, strained his wrists and arms. His ability to keep playing and writing songs during this period of forced rest showcased his resilience, but it also highlighted the physical sacrifices that come with being a musician at the highest level for decades. As if these challenges weren't enough, Nelson faced yet another health scare in 2012 when he was attending a fundraiser in Denver. The high altitude caused him significant breathing issues, and he was rushed to the hospital for treatment. Once again, Nelson's health had become a cause for concern, leading to more cancellations and prompting his fans to ask questions about his future in music. COVID-19 and the impact of the pandemic. Like millions of others, Willie Nelson was not immune to the devastating effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2020, Nelson was hit hard by the virus and was forced to cancel several shows as he sought treatment for the illness. His wife, Annie, revealed that he had been struck particularly hard by COVID-19 and had to undergo a series of treatments, including Paxlovid, monoclonal antibodies, and steroids, to help him recover. Despite the severity of his condition, Nelson's tenacity shone through. Within months, he was back on stage, proving that even in the face of a global pandemic, he was determined to continue doing what he loved most. However, even after recovering from COVID-19, Nelson's health continued to be a major concern. In 2024, after a series of cancellations due to a breathing issue, Nelson's doctors advised him to rest for several days, which led to further postponements on his current tour. While his fans were supportive and understanding, there was a palpable sense of worry in the air. At 91, Willie Nelson had lived through many challenges, but the reality of aging and the toll it takes on the body was becoming increasingly apparent. A legacy defined by struggles and resilience. Despite the health challenges that have plagued him over the years, Willie Nelson's legacy remains undiminished. His story is one of resilience, perseverance, and an unrelenting passion for music. But beyond his contributions to country music, Nelson is a cultural icon, a symbol of rebellion, and a tireless advocate for various causes. Nelson's early life was marked by hardship, and his rise to fame was not easy. Born in 1933 in Abbott, Texas, Willie's childhood was shaped by the absence of his mother, who left the family shortly after his birth. His father remarried, and Willie, along with his sister Bobby, was raised by their grandparents. Despite this instability, Willie found solace in music, which became his refuge from the difficulties of life. His grandfather, who was a key figure in his early musical development, gave him a guitar when he was just 6 years old. This moment sparked a lifelong passion for music, and by age 7, Willie had written his first song. Music provided an escape from the rough reality of his early life, and eventually became the path that would lead him to fame. Willie's early years were also defined by hard work. He picked cotton during the summer to help support his family, a job he despised. And by the age of 13, he was performing in dance halls and taverns to earn money. His musical influences were diverse, drawing from artists like Hank Williams, Jimmie Rodgers, and Louis Armstrong. Nelson's deep love for music and his natural talent quickly became evident to those around him. Though he showed promise in athletics, playing football, basketball, and baseball in high school, Nelson knew that his true calling lay in music. After graduating from Abbott High School in 1950, he briefly served in the United States Air Force, but was discharged due to back problems. He then attended Baylor University but dropped out to pursue his musical dreams. His early years in the music business were tough, and he faced numerous setbacks, including struggling to get his music noticed. However, despite these challenges, Nelson never gave up. He continued performing and honing his craft, eventually landing his big break when his song, Hello Walls, became a major hit for Farron Young in 1960. A passion for writing and entrepreneurship. Beyond his musical accomplishments, Willie Nelson has also established himself as a successful entrepreneur and author. In 2008, he reopened Willie's Place, a truck stop near Hillsboro, Texas, where fans could gather and celebrate his legacy. His commitment to his fans and his desire to create spaces where people could experience his music and ideals firsthand was evident in this endeavor. Additionally, Nelson's entrepreneurial spirit led him to create the Bio Willie brand, which produced biodiesel made from vegetable oil, and he became an advocate for renewable energy and environmental sustainability. Nelson's literary career also deserves recognition. He published numerous books over the years, including his autobiography, Willie, an autobiography, and later works such as The Facts of Life and Other Dirty Jokes, and A Tale Out of Luck. His books were filled with personal stories, political insights, and reflections on his life and career. Through his writing, Nelson was able to share a more intimate side of himself with his fans, providing them with a glimpse into his personal struggles and triumphs. His entrepreneurial ventures, like his partnership with Texas Roadhouse and his involvement in the Bio Willie initiative, showcased his drive to make a positive impact beyond the music industry. His dedication to environmental issues and his efforts to support sustainable energy practices reflect the deep-rooted values that have shaped his life and career. Entrepreneurship, diversifying his interests. In addition to his musical career, Willie Nelson has made several entrepreneurial ventures that demonstrate his versatility and creative drive. In 2010, Nelson co-founded Luck Films, a production company designed to create feature films, documentaries, and music-based content. His filmography includes both projects where he was featured as an actor and others in which he took on roles behind the scenes, producing content that reflected his wide-ranging interest in culture and art. The following year, Nelson launched Willie's Roadhouse on SiriusXM radio, which became a hit with fans of classic country and honky-tonk music. By merging his various music channels into one platform, he solidified his position as a central figure in the world of country music and reaffirmed his ability to stay relevant in an increasingly digital and fragmented entertainment landscape. As the world became more open to cannabis legalization, Nelson introduced his own brand, Willie's Reserve, a line of marijuana products. This move was a natural extension of his advocacy for marijuana, providing consumers with a product that reflected his long-standing support for cannabis reform. Nelson's business ventures, like his musical career, have always been driven by a desire to create, connect, and challenge societal norms. Activism, a lifelong commitment. Perhaps one of the most defining aspects of Willie Nelson's life is his dedication to activism. Over the years, he has used his platform to fight for causes close to his heart, often leveraging his celebrity status to raise awareness and generate support. In 1985, Nelson co-founded Farm Aid with Neil Young and John Mellencamp to raise funds for struggling family farmers. The first Farm Aid concert, which featured performances by legendary artists such as Bob Dylan, B.B. King, and Nelson himself, raised over $9 million and demonstrated the power of music to effect change. As president of the Farm Aid Board, Nelson continues to use the organization as a means to advocate for family farms and support policies that benefit small-scale agricultural workers. His dedication to this cause reflects a deep understanding of the struggles faced by rural Americans, and he has spent decades raising awareness about the dangers posed by corporate farming practices. Through his work with Farm Aid, Nelson has cemented his role as a champion of social justice in the agricultural sector. In addition to his advocacy for farmers, Nelson has been an outspoken supporter of marijuana legalization. His efforts in this area have included working with organizations such as NORML, National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, where he has served as a co-chair and advocating for cannabis reforms across the United States. In 2010, Nelson's arrest for marijuana possession brought the issue of marijuana legalization to the forefront of public debate once again. Though many would have chosen to distance themselves from such an arrest, Nelson used it as an opportunity to further champion the cause, reinforcing his commitment to cannabis reform. Nelson's activism also extends to a variety of other social issues, including LGBTQ+ rights, animal welfare, and the prevention of horse slaughter. He has worked tirelessly to ensure that horses are treated humanely, serving as an advocate for the American Horse Slaughter Prevention Act and working alongside organizations like the Humane Society to promote equine protection. Additionally, Nelson has been outspoken about issues like the Iraq War and family separation policies, using his music and his platform to promote justice, equality, and human rights. Personal life, triumphs and tribulations. Willie Nelson's personal life has been just as colorful and complex as his professional one. He has been married 4 times and has 8 children, each of whom has contributed to his story in different ways. His first marriage to Martha Matthews lasted from 1952 to 1962 and resulted in 3 children, Lana, Susie, and Willie Billy Hugh Jr. Tragically, Willie Billy Hugh Jr. died by suicide in 1991, a loss that deeply affected Nelson and shaped his outlook on life. After his marriage to Martha ended, Nelson married Shirley Colley in 1963, but they divorced in 1971. This marriage was marked by scandal, including the discovery by Shirley of a hospital bill for the birth of a daughter named Paula, whom Nelson had fathered with his girlfriend at the time, Connie. This revelation led to their separation, and later that year, Nelson married Connie, with whom he had another daughter, Amy Lee Nelson. Their marriage ended in divorce in 1988, and Nelson married his fourth wife, Annie D'Angelo, in 1991. Together they have two sons, Lucas Autry and Jacob Micah. In 2012, Nelson learned that he had a daughter named Renee Butts, who tragically passed away in 2017. This revelation was yet another chapter in the sometimes complicated and turbulent personal life of the man who had always been in the public eye. Despite the challenges, Nelson has remained close to his family, and his children have been a constant source of support throughout his career. Martial arts. A unique passion outside of music and activism, Willie Nelson has nurtured a passion for martial arts. This interest began in his childhood when he was captivated by self-defense manuals he encountered in comic books. As a young man, Nelson practiced judo and jiu-jitsu, gradually transitioning to kung fu once he moved to Nashville in the 1960s. In the 1980s, he became involved in taekwondo and ultimately earned a second-degree black belt in the discipline. Nelson's commitment to martial arts continued into the 1990s and beyond. In 2014, after more than 2 decades of training, he earned a 5th-degree black belt in a Korean martial art called Gongwon Yul. His dedication to martial arts is a testament to his commitment to personal growth and self-discipline. It is also a reflection of his belief in the importance of maintaining both physical and mental well-being, something that has remained central to his lifestyle. Run-ins with the law, a rebel spirit. As a figure who has always embraced rebellion and defied convention, it's no surprise that Willie Nelson has had his fair share of run-ins with the law. Over the years, Nelson's love for marijuana has led to multiple arrests, including one in 1974 when he was caught with marijuana in his possession in Dallas, Texas. This was followed by a series of incidents, including a notable arrest in the Bahamas after marijuana was found in his luggage, and a later arrest in Sierra Blanca, Texas, where he faced charges related to marijuana and hallucinogenic mushrooms. Despite these legal troubles, Nelson has managed to remain a beloved figure, with his trademark humor and laid-back attitude enabling him to weather these storms. His ability to laugh off these challenges and continue to advocate for the causes he believes in has only endeared him more to his fans. Tax woes and recovery. A financial setback. In addition to his legal troubles, Willie Nelson faced a significant financial crisis when the IRS claimed he owed $32 million in back taxes. This situation stemmed from a combination of poor financial management by Nelson's team and his failure to pay taxes for several years. Nelson was forced to sell off much of his property and relinquish a substantial portion of his music catalog to settle the debt. However, like the resilient figure he is, Nelson bounced back from this setback. Through his continued music career and his entrepreneurial ventures, he regained financial stability, further proving his ability to overcome adversity. Health challenges. A fighter until the end. In recent years, Willie Nelson's health has become a subject of concern for fans. In 2018, he suffered a respiratory scare during a concert and was forced to cancel a string of performances. He later revealed that he had been battling health issues related to his lungs, which led to his decision to quit smoking marijuana after decades of use. In addition to his respiratory problems, Nelson has faced other age-related health issues, including a heart attack in 2019. Despite these challenges, Nelson remains active and continues to perform. His resilience in the face of these health issues is a testament to his determination to live life on his own terms. Legacy. An indelible mark on music and culture. Today, at 91 years old, Willie Nelson's influence on music, culture, and social change remains undeniable. He has won numerous awards, including multiple Grammy Awards and Lifetime Achievement honors, and continues to perform for sold-out crowds. His impact goes far beyond music. Nelson is a true icon whose life's work has touched millions. As he approaches his twilight years, he remains a symbol of perseverance, creativity, and the power of music to inspire and affect change. Willie Nelson's journey is not just one of musical success, but a story of triumph over adversity, deep love for family, and a commitment to social justice. His legacy as an artist, entrepreneur, and activist will continue to resonate for generations to come.